welcome to, well, actually, I'm coming onto your platform because what the hell's wrong with you? We're at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and you still haven't posted your video so that I could post my video onto your platform. I'm thinking of a different word because this really isn't a platform. The word platform is ridiculous. Anyway, what I wanted to tell you was that I was working on a new project. So we worked on that a little bit today. And then I actually this is a new page for us in the Etiquette Designs. And I've shared a few pieces of art on the page here of entertainment and education, as well as other areas of talent, such as singing, wearing the brown pants again. Those brown pants are crazy. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's the person that owned those pants that used to be curtains or if it's the people that are jealous that I made the pants. I don't really know because the pants are really not that great. If you actually were a seamstress like Prada or whatever, if you came up and you saw those pants, they're actually pretty good. Anyway, they give me a headache to put on because I feel like the jealousy is pretty intense, just like what's going to be happening with the making of one of these dresses. It was actually, I had nightmares last night, and O.J. Simpson came in and saved the day. Where was I? I forgot what I was going to tell you. Oh yeah, this is what I came up with this morning. So every time I start a new platform or a new project, I come up with, it's almost like doing a bodybuilding show for challenging myself to stay in action mode to create. It's called creating the goal to create motivation for myself to produce. So I actually thought about doing a challenge for myself, and I haven't really decided if I'm going to do this or not, but I definitely think this is recommended for those of you who are looking to be brave, is to make content. Pick a time in the day of every hour of the day from the time you wake up until the time you go to bed. I would even say that you would even set your alarm to get out of bed at 7 o'clock in the morning to start producing content at 7:15, 8:15, 9:15, 10:15, 11:15, 12:15, 13:15. That would be military time. Or 1:15, 2:15, 3:15, 4:15, 5:15, 6:15, 7:15, 8:15, 9:15, 10:15, 11:15, 12:15. Kind of like what I did with the VCon. That's actually what I did with VCon. Actually, let me lay it out for you a little bit. What did I do to produce the content for VCon? I did a lot. I did thousands of pieces of content for VCon 2024. And I pre-prepared the VCon content by making original and unique pieces of content that were actually really, really good. I went into LinkedIn and I produced pre-post postings at a specific time. I did the same thing on Twitter. I did the same thing, attempted the same thing on Instagram and Facebook. However, it was more challenging. And then during the week, was able to free up my time to give you the videos that came from YouTube as well as TikTok, and then add in and mix in more education for you as you were embarking on I did the whole week, which was that was unique to the program of the VCon. I did the whole week. You all were only there for 3 days? Think about that for a second. Not only did I in the volume amount of quantity produce content, but quality was produced, because even the stuff that I was producing on LinkedIn, on Twitter, had high value and brought you education, even if it made you uncomfortable, which is part of being an entrepreneur. So if you didn't learn anything that week, you really have a mental illness. It's called structured living, to really assist people without letting their feelings get you stopped. Because it's not that people shouldn't care what other people think. No, you don't care what people in LA think about you because they don't have a heart and a soul in their chest. Most people, when they find out that you're trying to do bigger things, are not going to run up to you and say, wow, that's wonderful, unless you're a fake. Because if you're really up to the right things with creating information to people who are they're like behaving badly. So all that stuff that Mallory chick produces, where she's telling people not to, she's literally carbon copying Gary Vaynerchuk's stuff. I don't know what her real name is. I call her Mallory. She was in Oprah Winfrey. She's just written a boring book that is low value. It's like taking Louise Hay's logical education, that's spiritual information, and reversing it into dust, just like the fires in LA. And so the work that I produce this is not easy. It's not like you're going to just go buy this pattern and then you're just going to lay it out and you're just going to make it. I can assure you, you might get as far as this. You might even get as far as buying the fabric, and you're going to want to quit. And that's what most of you do on the internet. That's what most of you do when you produce content. Not to mention, you don't actually have a whole lot of education or information to deliver to an audience, hence why you do the fit checks and the podcasters of elite status. So you're all working off elite status versus actual education information. And you as audience, you either are oblivious to the fact that you're craving real education, or you want to be just like that where you don't deliver to an audience, but that doesn't make the world work. The other part that I was thinking about doing, which really actually already gives me a headache, so I'm not really sure if I want to go down this path too, was to art. So it'd be like a week long of busting out art. Hold on, let me so like busting out art, all of which is going to go in the museum. And it's unique because all of this, not all of it, like I haven't made anything with these fabrics. And these are these are interesting because these are my first pieces of art that I've made. But with every outfit that I'm making, there's always leftover fabric. And so this fabric and the jean fabric that I used for the little girl's dress, I'm actually going to be using to produce art. Not all of it, like not all, like this is not anything that I've made, but this is a family heirloom. This is a family heirloom. And so that's what we're going to be doing. And I think we need some bulldozers to already just go. Why are you not already cleaning up? See, there's your example of people out of LA who don't take action. You should already have bulldozers in your area bulldozing the debris. You have so many hours to go look at your property, and then your city is going to come in and bulldoze the remnants so that you can already get started rebuilding. However, you don't think like that because you have a African Ghana wannabe president, Anna Newsom. So anyway, that's what it takes to really to build and develop not a brand, but just to have something of substance in life. Is you actually have to do something. You don't just tell people about it and then say, well, I like to be nice to people because it makes me feel good. Let's go help by posting a picture of people struggling in California and then go shopping at a grocery store. Okay, everybody, we're rich. I got a diamond on my finger and I'm really, I like to eat clean. I mean, that would tell you that common sense entered the building, except for the person generating the lack of common sense. So those are just a few things that I wanted to show and share and remind everybody about my hard work and effort that I've put in with VeeFriends. Oh my goodness.